People from 5 states are expected at this weekend's Carolina Antique Bottle and Collectibles Show in Mooresville. The man who founded the event says bottles are often a snapshot of local history. Queen City News storyteller John Lee gives us a glimpse in tonight's Faces of the Carolinas.
Johnny McAulay's life needs a little structure, especially this one.
I just call it the man cave.
On the way in, there are signs of pop culture that make him think,
man, I can't believe I got that many bottles.
It's as if he heard the song 99 Bottles of Beer on the wall and said, hold my cola.
I think they're beautiful. It's one of the first Coca-Cola bottles from Charlotte. I love to collect the soda bottles with the cartons.
He's constantly in search of antique applied color label bottles, which soda companies began using in 1937. Some worth thousands of dollars.
How the font and designs were done, how they were created, I think it's just a work of art. This one here is what's called a drum Pepsi Cola bottle.
Johnny's man cave includes some 2,500 antique bottles on display. He has a lot more to showcase, but he'd need a lot more room. So, yes, he's keeping tabs.
The hunt for the one you don't have is always the most enjoyable thing.
We'd like to say he started collecting when he was knee-high to a grasshopper, but actually, he didn't start until after college.
I became interested in where my grandfather's dairy bottles were at.
His grandfather, Arthur, ran McAulay Dairy Farm in Huntersville, and Johnny wanted to track down a link to his family history.
So the hunt began with my dad and I.
These milk bottles go back to the 1940s.
It means a lot to me. My dad and I look back, we had like 50 or 100 different milk bottles we didn't need. So I said, Dad, what are we gonna do with all these other milk bottles? And he said, well, I guess we're North Carolina milk bottle collectors.
His father, John Sr., died in 2014.
He was my buddy, my bottle collector friend. I didn't want to do it anymore.
Johnny's wife convinced him to pick up his passion again.
These two bottles are very rare.
He made the leap from dairy to soda bottles and says he's made a lot of friends in the collecting community. Upstairs,
right here,
he has a North Carolina room, which celebrates the state's thirst-quenching history.
This Gary's beverage bottle, this began in Charlotte, North Carolina. This is the only green sample known to exist. This is the 1940. The Caravan logo is by Cherry Wine.
And Cheerwine, of course, is based in Salisbury. Now look at this. It's a cooler for golden cola, better known as Sundrop. It was in the old Gastonia plant when each bottle sold for just 15 cents.
Here, I think, is the only one of these known from Matthews.
He thinks his dad would be proud to see the bevy of beverage containers he has today.
He would be amazed. He would. He would be very happy.
The hobby gives Johnny a connection to his heritage, and sometimes that feels like lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
In Huntersville, John Lee, Queen City News.
Yeah, right?
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.